This nigga said he gon' rob me. I know. Got 30 on me, it's mine,
Alright guys, what is up? And today I'm bringing you guys a Tryhard gameplay. We got ourselves another smacking Tryhards episode. I believe this is episode 6 or episode 7, I'm not entirely sure. But this right here is playing against someone named Mxgnumz, Tryhards, and I believe Hannah and Jasmine. So this is a multi-team hardpoint game, and I'm playing with my friend God Wrath, who I've never played with before. This is my first game playing with him, and my other friend No Creation. So these are two guys I don't normally play with, so I was really not entirely sure how this game would have gone. So yeah, I usually play with the same people most of the time, and these are two guys that I never really play with that much. So yeah. Still managed to smack him up though. Mxgnumz is someone who I used to be pretty good friends with. I would just put their stats in, but they don't care about stats. They're not really stat-orientated players. They just play to try and I guess get gameplays. I think two of them have YouTube channels too. But Mxgnumz is pretty much the biggest tryhard out of all of them. He's actually really good at gun skill wise, and a lot of people think he's really good at Call of Duty. I'm not saying he's not, but you know, a lot of people say he's pretty good. But anyways, he used to be on my friends list. Let me just get this out of the way. Short little explanation behind this gameplay. I always run into him in multi-team, and I don't like staying against friends, so it's the only people I don't really stay against. I'll stay against any other tryhard, don't care who you are, I will stay against you and smack you up, as long as it's on my host, because, you know, I don't want to get dashboarded on. So, yeah. I finally decided to stay against him after a couple games. We just kept joining the lobby. He finally sent me a message saying stay, so we stayed. And, you know, this was the first time I played him, and obviously we smack him up if this is a Smacking Tryhards episode. And then, like a day later after this game, I smacked him up in some, no, I antied him. It was like 2v1. He was with one other friend. He was with Tryhards, and I antied him 2v1, came back on them on a hard point on slums. But someone on the other team dashboarded, and the game ended. So, and it wasn't him or his friend. It was some other random person on some of the third team. Watch me run this motherfucking hill! I cannot get over how good I ran this hill, man. Even before we had streaks up in the air, I still was smacking these kids. So, like halfway through this hill, look at this rapage. I'm EMP'd. The VSAT up right now doesn't even do anything for me. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I get all my streaks off just one hill from holding it. So I got a fuck ton of defense from it as well. So sorry for kind of getting, you know, cutting aside from what I was saying. I just had to point out how this hill went, man, because these kids had a rough time on this hill. This is pretty much where the comeback started, because they were up on us like 50-0 in score right off the first hill or first two hills. So yeah, this hill right here was the big comeback hill, and you can see my teammates are nowhere near. It's just me holding. They kept dying trying to get here, and like they were slaying on the other side of the map, or they rotated way like hella early. But yeah, I held that hill for quite some time, that's for sure. But like I was saying, yeah, I ended up playing him twice. I beat him both times, and then the third time I played him in a 1v1, and I smacked him up in a 1v1. No, Knockinator, I'm not joining the Xbox Live Party. You're not known enough. But anyways, yeah, I ended up smacking him up in a 1v1 as well, and he got really mad after that, and so I just removed him as a friend just because he was being a bit of a dickhead. But whatever, he's still a good player. I'm not going to say he isn't. But yeah. So there's something I kind of wanted to talk about, is that a lot of people, I don't know if a lot of you guys follow me on Twitter or not, but on my Twitter I uploaded a screenshot of my stats, and it was pretty much there's the fact that I finally reached a 100 win-loss ratio, but I reset my stats because someone kept hitting me offline, and they ruined my win-loss. So I thought, hey, you know what, there's only a couple weeks left of this game, I'm just going to reset my stats and play for fun. So I've been doing that lately, playing solo league, just been playing with wacky gun setups. And obviously, if I lose a game, it's not a big deal, because I'm playing solo every single time, and it doesn't matter to me if I lose. You know, I rage quit games if my team's doing bad. Like, I'm not caring about stats whatsoever. But there's this team of 3 that joined my multi-team game, and the funniest thing is Tryhards left the game, by the way, right there. One was named Zoloff AP, another one was named like Hypervention AP, and another one was I don't remember the last one's name, but anyways, the main two were the Hyper AP and the Zoloft AP. Anyways, there's some of the old, they're from the old Spawn Trap clan that Birdman used to be in, Evil X, and they beat me in a hardpoint game, which I don't understand because it was 3v1. I legitimately had one teammate on my team, and he was AFK the whole game. So it was legitimately 3v1, and the funny thing is of how close the game actually was. It was like an 80-point game at the end, and the fact how I pulled like a 2 KD on these kids, and like they thought they were honestly good. Not to mention, they were complaining that someone was booting them off during the game, which I honestly don't know if they were. But near the end of the game, when I started doing worse, I started going to a 2-bar because someone was trying to boot me too. And like, same thing at the start of the game, someone was trying to boot me. So these kids were trying to boot me, and like, obviously they had a shitty booter because they couldn't hold me off, or they couldn't get me offline. All they could do was make me lag really bad. So I don't know what the hell they think they were doing, because they had a hardest time booting me off, and I don't know. They honestly think that they smacked me. That's the funniest thing. They kept sending me messages. They were so happy when they beat me. They were like sending me messages. I must have got close to 10 messages from the two of them combined, just saying of how trash I am and how bad I am. And it's funny because in my bio on Xbox 360, look at this stupid death. I died right there close to my nuclear because of a stupid death. But anyways, they put in my bio, I have a smack list, and one of them sent me a message saying that I'm in their smack list now on their bio. And it was funny because they honestly thought they beat me. But, you know, I was getting booted, and it was 3v1, and I wasn't really caring until I noticed they started trying, and then I started trying just to try and piss them off. But these kids actually think they beat me. That's not a legitimate loss. I don't care what anyone says. I'll play them any day of the week with my team, and I'll smack them up because they didn't even have that good a gun skill. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Peace.